my father bred horses, grew up with them. We had cattle and everything here. Now, I wouldn't have been that interested. I had a pony and things, went to the odd pony camp, but I was interested in soccer and soccer only, and horses were stuff we were dragged out to help with. It wouldn't have been my first love when I was a child. Myself and John O'Shea and a good few of the Ireland, we had a few syndicates going, a few winners over the years, and we used to go to Cheltenham. I had usual stuff, and you'd go on team bonding. If things were going well, you'd go to Cheltenham and you'd get a pass from the manager. We're going well, we go to Cheltenham as a day out, a great team day out. And if things were going bad, oh, we need a team bonding session, maybe we should go to Cheltenham and try turn the thing around. So any excuse. Before I retired, I bought off the horse here in Wexford a sister to cousin Vinny, cousin Jen we called her. So that was the first mare I bought, and went up to the sales. It was the Derby sale we bought her. That was my first experience or whatever. This was a good long time before I retired now, but I wouldn't have had much to do with her here. She came home, I was living in England. My father would have looked after her and got her covered, and I don't know all the day-to-day stuff. Like, I didn't get involved till I finished playing and moved home. I finished when I was about 34 and was in America and moved home, and that's when I got stuck in day-to-day. I bought Augusta Kate, moved home again. I think it was the first sale since I moved, when I retired, moved home. I wanted to get another mare, and I saw her come up in the catalogue. I wasn't going to the sales, but I rang Peter Nolan, who's a neighbour of mine and consigns all our horses, and he was up there obviously at the sales. So I said, Peter, what do you think of Augusta Kate? He said, yeah, come on up. And he had a connection because they had Feathered Lady, so he knew all about Augusta Kate obviously, and having had Feathered Lady. So went up and we looked at her, and there was a few other mares. I think Let's Dance, another one, was being sold at the same time. But Augusta Kate being a Grade 1 winner of a Grade 1 winner, you don't see that, for sale anyway. And I never see any, when I go up now and looking to sell or selling or progeny or whatever, there's not too many you see who have that sort of recent history and pedigree. So yeah, we looked at her. I suppose the positives were that, and the negatives was she's a bit small, and will she breed stuff going to be big enough? But took a chance and bought her. I think she was in foal to Champs-Élysées, €85,000, which is a lot of money obviously, but I suppose in what mares have got in recent years, probably somewhat good value in comparison, I suppose. And I was delighted to get her. Listen, and she's been a star since day one. She went in foal, first pop each time, gave her a year off after her first 3 foals. She had a break, and she's had another one, and she's back in foal again this year. She had a bit of bother. We were very lucky in the winter. She'd colicked twice. In the middle of the night, she got herself cast in the box. Gave herself a lot of hardship. An awful job getting her uncast. And up to the Curragh with her in the middle of the night. But that happened twice in the space of 10 days. But thankfully, she was fine after. I didn't need an operation. I was fine, and after all, that's the luck and the unluckiness or the luckiness you have. It could happen any time with these. She bred her first winner the other day. So since she's a very good mare, a very good race mare, won a Grade 1. Her first foal, her last race actually, Augusta Kate, she was second to Benny de Zoe in I think it's the Mayor's Champion Hurdling. I'm not sure what the race is called. Finished a strong finish in second, and it was a list of all the top mares in that race, and Apple's Jade and the likes of her behind her. But she was covered a day or two later, and the resultant foal from that covering, first foal, was Baby Kate, who won the listed bumper the other day in Cheltenham. So she'd bred a good one the first one, and she's just like her mother. And she had been from day one. Same face, same size, same stocky build. Not going to be the biggest girl in the world, but able to do the job. So Augusta Kate's Maxios 2-year-old, she'll be going to the, plan is at the moment anyway, to send her to the sales, the store sales this year. And her half sister by Flemsford, Brian Cooper, bought her last year at the Derby sale. So since she's every chance, she's gone to Tom Cooper as well for an owner there. So hopefully she'll go as well. She was a lovely filly, the last of the Flemsford, so she has every chance. We don't sell too many foals here. We will the odd year, but we don't sell too many. None are going for sale this year. We had six foals this year between myself and my father. I had 3 and he 3. keep them to sell as 3-year-olds, especially the horses, and a few of the fillies, like Augusta Kate's first filly. I kept her, and she was always being kept from day one. You know, her first foal, I wanted to keep, you know, sort of an insurance as well, keeping the pedigree. Kept her. I got a lot of work done with her early. You know, she was over with Peter Nolan as a 2-year-old. She went to Jamie Codd just as she was gone 3. You know, she was 6 months ahead of the posse, I suppose, getting broken, and Jamie did a lot with her for over the course of a year before I was going to put her in training myself. And Patrick Mullins got in touch with me and said, listen, we'd lease her if you want her. And I said, why not? Let Patrick out of his friend's syndicate. So Patrick rang me, and actually, you know, he's great, because where do you want the daughter going where her mother was successful, Augusta Kate? And he straight away, you know, Patrick was saying, we'll do what we did with Augusta, and we'll pick the same races and whatever. And listen, leave it to them, they know best. But yeah, so worked out very well. She went there, and she looks like she has some ability. So the best place for her. Leeroy, yeah. She's the next in the line. A couple of years after Augusta Kate, I said I was going to have a look. I'd been up to a few different sales, was different good horses, good mares for sale, and I've been up to a few. And again, they were going for a lot of money, and it just you know, didn't work out on a few of them. And then Peter Nolan again, good friends with Peter, and he said, listen, Leeroy is going to be coming up in the next 3 or 4 months. Keep your powder dry and wait for her, because she's a serious mare. I hadn't seen her in the flesh, seen her race, but hadn't seen her in the flesh. So, and I didn't get to, because it was COVID and it was an online sale. So there's the risk again. And she's not in foal either. You know, she was being sold with a breeding certificate, but not in foal, and that's a big risk as well, I suppose. But took the chance online and spoke to a few people, got her, paid a lot of money. But again, you know, she's a double grade 1 winner, Leeroy, against the boys over fences. She's won listed bumpers, she's won grade 2 hurdles. I think she won 14 races, so serious mare. She's 16.3, I'd say. The exact opposite to Augusta Kate. She's the exact model, I suppose, of a mare that you want, but they both did the business. But she's by Dr. Dino as well, fabulous sire. So lucky to get her online. I think the reason I got her was because it was an online sale and people didn't get to see her, and I know a few people I spoke to since who wanted to buy her, and that put them off for the online thing and didn't get to see her. So I suppose COVID did me a favour there, and she wasn't cheap either, but again, you know, for what she did and in comparison to what mares have sold, I suppose she wasn't overpriced. So she's had, Bague has had 2 foals now. She's had 2 colt foals, and she's back in foal now this year. She had a Crystal Ocean yearling. She has a walk in the park foal, colt foal, and she's back in foal to Blue Brazil. So again, she's tough cookie, and she's a great one to have around the place. She's the boss among the mares, and there's no messing with her when she doesn't fancy it. But yeah, she's a pet though, all the same, and delighted to get her. Another mare here, actually out at Cousin Vinny pedigree, that I bought. The first mare I bought was that pedigree. She had her first winner, her first foal won. A presenting mare, her first foal won listed hurdle a couple of weeks ago in Cork for Enda Bulger. So she's off to a good start as well. So nice to get a few winners every now and again. Best horse bred here, well, not bred by me, but bred by my father, was a horse called Hollywell. He won 3 years in a row at Cheltenham. It's the only grade 1 winner that's come out of here. You know, and fabulous horse, won a big race at Aintree as well for John Joe O'Neill. I think he kept him and sold him as a 3-year-old, but yeah, he gave us great joy over the course of a number of years watching him go. He still has one left from the pedigree here, a mare that is in foal, and yeah, it gave him great joy. Lots of years go into it. Not many people are lucky enough to get a grade 1 winner out of their setup, and luckily for him he did. There's just myself and my father here, and there's plenty for us to be doing without adding any more. There's plenty of work here, and it gets me up in the morning, and it's what I enjoy doing. But you know, between the two of us, there's 10 or 11 mares here, and it's you know, between foals and 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and yearlings or whatever, don't want to be adding to it. It's try to have fair bit of quality and not too much quantity. So